It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a PIHL.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Alpha Ice Complex here in Harmer Township, Pennsylvania. We're here a little bit early this evening. It is senior night for the Fox Chapel Foxes, so we're going to join in on the festivities as they get started right after the ice cut. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening on Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night here at the Alpha Ice Complex. It will be Fox Chapel and Mount Lebanon, two teams battling for the final seed in AAA, trying to get back into it. We'll be back in a couple minutes with your senior night festivities. We'll be back.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's 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 a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Welcome to Alpha Ice Complex, the home rink of the Fox Chapel Foxes. Tonight we proudly honor our 2026 seniors and thank them for the time and talent they have given to Fox Chapel hockey. We would like to welcome our visiting team, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. We congratulate the 2026 Blue Devils graduating seniors. Number 9, Kyle Quigley. Number 11, Sam Eberhardt. Number 13, Nathan Tran. Number 16, Graham Ressler. Number 17, Liam Powers. Number 18, Zachary Lynham. Number 21, Josh Lehman. Number 22, Luke Sullivan. Number 32, Pierce Lombardi. Number 44, Cooper Whalen. Number 48, Charles Banks. Number 58, Ben Curta. Number 82, August Zentner. And number 88, Parker Artlett. And now we introduce the 2026 Fox Chapel graduating seniors.
Wearing number 14 is captain and defenseman Nikova Pet, a 3-year varsity letter winner who began skating with the Little Pens at Wearing number 14 is captain and defenseman Nico Valpet, a 3-year varsity letter winner who began skating with the Little Pens at age 4. He competed for Little Pen, the Dubai Sandstorm, the Dubai Slovakia, and the Sioux City Islanders in the resemblance of single and double-A level. He taught the U16 and the U18 team and played in the U16 Tier 2 Nationals. Nico played JV in 9th grade, was assistant captain in 10th grade, and earned the Players Player Award. Nico is a committed recruit for Williams College for rowing, where he plans to earn both a BA and BS in Physics and Aerospace Engineering program at Williams College, partnered with Columbia University. Nico is joined tonight by his parents, Joe and Kate Pettick, and grandfather, Jim Schleifer. Nico's advice to players is to master the basics and have fun. It's not life or death, so enjoy the opportunity to play hockey. He thanks his parents and brother Blaze for their unwavering support throughout his athletic career. He is so deeply grateful to Coach Ryan, Ty, Sinclair, and Dory for pushing him to learn, grow, and become the athlete he is today. Special thanks as well to his teammates and friends who have motivated him to work hard, compete fiercely, and have fun along the way. Wearing number 29 is assistant captain and goaltender, Miles Carey. In addition to guarding the Fox Chapel net, Miles is also a goaltender for Pittsburgh Red Hockey. Miles is a star after the award recipient, recognized by Corner for academic excellence, as well as a meritorious student award recipient and president of the Fox Chapel Fishing Club. Miles is joined tonight by his parents, Lisa and Rob Carey. Miles has been offered academic merit scholarships at the University of Montana and Montana State University. He has also been accepted at the University of Colorado Boulder and Penn State. His major interests are aviation science and business finance. His favorite hockey memory was his junior year playing for Fox Chapel, and his advice to players is to work hard and have fun. Wearing number 20 is forward Antonio Cardinale. Antonio is the founder of the FM Club and a member of FBLA Club. He plays hockey for Pittsburgh Dungeons, has a landscaping business, and loves fishing and fly fishing. Antonio plans to attend college for marketing, finance, and business. He is deciding between colleges in several states and in Europe. Antonio is joined tonight by parents Tony and Shirley Cardinale. His favorite hockey memory is blocking 2 shots to win the Fox Chapel Middle School Championship. He hopes players remember to believe in themselves when others try to bring them down. Antonio would like to thank his family and Coach Chris with Cambridge.
Wearing number 38 is goaltender Charlie Hill. Charlie is also a goaltender for the Pittsburgh Dungeons. When he found the team match, he plays Fox Chapel Class. Charlie is also a member of the National Honor Society and Ski Club. He plans to attend Penn State University to study finance. He is joined tonight by parents Chris and Maureen Hill. Charlie's favorite hockey memory is beating Franklin Regional in the Middle School Championship. His advice for hockey players is to take advantage of any opportunity you get. Charlie would like to thank all his club coaches, especially Coach Chris, his Fox Chapel coaches, Coach Ryan, Coach Nolan, and Coach Jamie, whom he would like to know could never score on him in a breakaway in practice. He thanks his parents who financially support him, always woke up early to drive him to games, as well as his brother for all the countless hours of knee hockey.
Wearing number 41 is forward Joe Schlegel. Joe is joined tonight by parents Scott and Linda and siblings Jake and Sean. He plans on attending a trade school after graduation. His favorite hockey memory is playing 4 years of Fox Chapel JV hockey. His advice to players is to make the most of it and have fun. Joe would like to thank his parents, grandparents, siblings, and the JV hockey team. Wearing number 74 is defenseman Aiden Nolan. Aiden is the varsity football captain for Fox Chapel and is also involved in Best Buddies, Chess Club, and Business Student Excellence. Aiden is joined tonight by parents Michael and Tammy. After graduation, Aiden would like to attend a 4-year college and play football. His favorite hockey memory is playing his first varsity hockey game. His advice for hockey players is to keep practicing and getting better. He would like to thank his mom and dad for coming to his games and always cheering him on.
Wearing number 80 is goaltender Grant Watson. Grant has played club hockey since he was 5 and is currently playing for the Pittsburgh Predators 18U AAA team. He has spent 4 years on Fox Chapel varsity hockey. He plays Fox Chapel Ultimate Frisbee and is a camp counselor at Camp Algeria, Camp Grapefruit, and Camp SSA. Grant is joined tonight by parents Jim and Kate and sister Blake. Grant plans to attend Robert Morris University after graduation. His favorite hockey memories are making the Penn's Cup final 2 times, beating Armstrong in mid-Ams last year, and winning his first varsity game as a freshman against Wheeling Catholic High School. His advice for players is to always be proud to represent FC hockey and give it your all each time you touch the ice because it goes faster than you think. Grant would like to thank his incredible parents and his awesome sister, whom we can't thank enough. From all the hours spent driving him to games and practices, to just being there every step of the way, their support means everything. He would like to also thank the rest of his friends and family for showing up and cheering him on over the years. Wearing number 93 is forward Jack Radigan. In addition to playing hockey, Jack loves skateboarding. He is looking forward to getting into the workforce after graduation. Jack is joined tonight by parents Amy and Tim Radigan. His favorite hockey memory is scoring 4 goals in 1 game at a club tournament. His advice to hockey players is to always have fun and enjoy every moment. Always work hard and always be a good teammate. Jack would like to thank everyone who has helped him during his hockey career. He thanks the coaches and teammates who taught him everything he knows and supported him. Jack thanks his parents who bought all of his gear and drove him to all of his games. He is so incredibly grateful for everyone's support, advice, and belief in him over the years. It made all the difference. Big thank you to everyone from Jack.
Wearing number 89 is assistant captain and defenseman Spencer Gary. When he's not playing hockey, Spencer plays across the Fox Chapel and IMC and is a member of Fox Chapel Fishing Club. Spencer plans to attend either Penn State University or Furman University. Spencer is joined tonight by parents Rob Gary and Kate O'Connell, as well as his brother Trip. His favorite hockey memory is making it to the Penn's Cup finals, and his advice to players is to never give up when things don't go your way. Spencer would like to thank his parents and his brother Trip.
And now, please stand, remove your hats, and turn your attention to the flag for the singing of our national anthem.
It's a PIHL Night in Pittsburgh. It's a PIHL Hockey 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 Night in Pittsburgh.
Well, we had our opening ceremonies, our senior night here for the Fox Chapel Foxes. Thank you for joining us in the pregame. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Berg Hockey Night here at the Alpha Ice Complex. Mount Lebanon and Fox Chapel facing off in a AAA matchup. Let's talk about the last time these two teams met. That was way back on December 8th, almost a whole year ago, right? I mean, come on, think about it. But, you know, it's been a while here. That was down at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center. It was a 6-5 overtime victory for the Fox Chapel Foxes in one of the wilder games of the season. Mount Lebanon opened up the game with a 3-1 lead at the end of the first. Hayden Track, Graham Wrestler, Cameron Mayer, and William White had goals in the first period of that contest. Then it was Komatsu, Tucker Cullen, and William White scoring in the second to make it 4-3 Mount Lebanon before Tucker Cullen, Sean Howe exchanged goals in the third. And in the last 2 minutes, Spencer Goring got a power play goal to tie things up before it went to overtime, where the hero of the night was Kevin Patrick. Kevin would score his only goal of the season at that time. The junior for the Foxes, making Fox Chapel the overtime winners in that contest. Fox Chapel, led by head coach Ryan Lobig, talked to him pregame. He said it's going to take a little bit to possibly get back into the playoff picture, but don't count anything out. If you do everything right down the road, you have a shot at it. They are sitting in 10th place right now in AAA at 1-11-2-2. Their last two games, they were really close with Central Catholic and North Allegheny. Tonight they will wear those blackout jerseys with the dark numbers and red lettering. I'm going to screw up names at least 3 times tonight thanks to that. Love the blackout jerseys. They are hard for a broadcaster to call. On the opposite side, it is Jeremy Church's Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. They are in white with the blue trim underneath the gold trim. 1-9 on the season with 1 overtime win and 1 overtime loss. They are the 11th place team in AAA, but it's a very, very, very close losses for this squad. They were really excited about the future. They're saying they were in a lot of these games so far, a lot of one goal, a lot of empty net games throughout the stretch here. They have a very favorable amount of games remaining in the season, as they will play 6 more games starting tonight. Then they'll head to Central Catholic. We'll stay here technically on the 2nd. They will play next Monday at 8:40 here at Alpha Ice Complex before 3 home games in a row against Thomas Jefferson, Pine Richland, and Upper St. Clair. And then the final game of the season, they will head to Barrel Ice Complex and play Seneca Valley. So it's going to be a little bit of a fight, but these two teams both feel like they have a chance to maybe sneak in that last position. They're going to need all the help they can get, but tonight is a very important game for both these squads, as this is the stretch run. 1 month from tonight, we will be talking playoffs, so everybody's going to get those points now. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night here from 10-Man TV and Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. We'll be back with your opening face-off at the Alpha Ice Complex. All right, starting goaltenders for this evening in the white and blue for Mount Lebanon. It's going to be August Zentner. Zentner, number 82. 0-2 on the season, a .531 goals against average and an .812 save percentage. On the opposite side for Fox Chapel, it's going to be the senior Miles Carey. 4-6 on the year with a .508 goals against average and an .832 save percentage. .838 save percentage. Also has an assist on the season, so anything can happen in this one. You know them goalies, that's how it goes. We had the anthem, we have the warm-ups, now we're coming into the face-off. Thank you for joining me on this chilly Thursday evening in Harmer Township, Pennsylvania. As I said, the names will come with the numbers as the game progresses. Seen both these teams a couple times this season. All right, they break their huddles at their end zones. Very important game on the season for these two. We do have a doubleheader here today. If you're interested in watching a second run of hockey this evening, you can follow us afterwards. Chris Beddick will be joining me on play-by-play for Greater Latrobe and Shaler after this contest. For now, we've got ourselves a AAA contest. Officials are giving their final blessings to the game. They are ready for their final words here. Looks like it's Pettick, Elwood, Goring, and Radigan of Cardinale for the Foxes on the opposite side. Like I said, these blackout jerseys are going to be tough to get the names matched every time, so I'm going to screw them up left and right, but that's okay. It's all in fun this evening. Looks like Varhala, Tran, Bias, Wrestler, and Howe for the Blue Devils. Well, the face-off here at center. Bias is going to step in with Go-Ring, and it's going to be underway here from the Alpha Ice Complex. Face-off will be won back to Zettner. He'll let this one go outside, around, back around, behind it'll go. Tran will take it behind. He'll pass this one up along the half wall. Brought out by them. 2-on-1 develops. Wrestler has Bias to his right. Comes over. Bias, opportunity shot, scores! 19 seconds in. Xander Bias gets the goal. And it is 1-0. Xavier Bias with the goal, his 7th of the season. It's an easy 2-on-1 developed in the neutral zone, and they were able to take it in and fire one away. Face-off coming up at center. Xavier Bias will step in with Cullen. It'll be one back to Howell. Howell takes the puck, dumps one into the midpoint. It'll be dumped back around behind the cage. Chasing it down is Tran. He'll take it, dump it, skate back behind the cage. Thinks about it for a second, has the stick check almost, but it's going to come back out to the point. It's going to be carried out by Cardinale over to Howell. He'll take the puck, pass it back across. That's going to be Komatsu. Gets ahead of steam, passes one up to center. Picked in by Cullen. Cullen comes across, back down, Hanley. Hanley loses the puck, coming the other way is Mount Lebanon. They'll just dump it in behind. Carey will play the puck behind. Komatsu will take it, back up along the half wall, back up it goes. Komatsu passes this one, it's gonna bounce off, it's gonna go over to a defender in the near wall. Mount Lebanon will keep it deep. That's gonna be William White. White trying to keep it in the zone. Kurta turns it around, but it's going to be Fox Chapel having a hard time getting outside of the zone. White does keep it in, but it does eventually come out. Track will chase it down, but that will be picked up by Pierce Conradi. Back into the zone, Komatsu will take it. Behind the cage, 15:25 remaining here in the first. Mount Lebanon real fast on the board with a 1-0 lead. Xavier Bias with the goal. And we'll have ourselves an icing call. It was a really era of just wanting to get going after that senior night festivities. And Bias taking advantage of it and just dumping one in behind Carey. Back up, it comes out. And out comes Forbes. Forbes will be picked by Tran. Tran will dump this one back into the zone. Lyman will take it behind the cage, and then near corner, sorry, the far corner, he'll pass it around. Fox Chapel trying to get to the puck to clear it. It's going to stay back down. Picked up by Kevin Patrick. Patrick had the overtime goal in the last matchup between these two teams that won the game for Fox Chapel. Track back behind. They'll dump it up. Forbes couldn't get to it. It's going to be picked up and carried out by the Blue Devils. Up. That will go to Josh Lehman. Lehman will get checked on the boards. Lyman will try to get this one behind the cage, and it'll go around for the Foxes. Carrying it out with a head of steam. That is Patrick. Patrick has to chase it down. A little dump and run there for himself. Gets to it first. Eberhardt falls down trying to get to it. Back up it goes. Picked up by Klasnick. And he'll watch this when we get clear down the length of the ice. And that will be good for icing here with 14:19 remaining. 1-0 Mount Lebanon leading here at the Alpha Ice Complex. Cullen will step in with Bias. He'll won this one back around. Back down and still battling on it is Parker Hanley. It'll be regrouped, bounced off of the boards. In comes Howe. Howe into the zone, throws one just past the blocker of Carey, and trying to get to it was Track. Couldn't get to it, so it'll just be dumped back in by Mount Lebanon. Carey will leave it for Elwood. Aiden Elwood will dump this one along the half wall, but it'll be carried back in by Mount Lebanon, and it'll be picked up. And nice little play to get around the defender by Parker Hanley. It'll go back into the far corner. Dumped up and along by Sam Eberhardt. And Cullen's going to get to the puck, top of the circles, takes a shot on. It's going to be blocked real fast. And dumped up. Elwood will pick it up and have to regroup. Muscles off Conradi. And that's Elwood dumping that back into the zone. Sam Eberhardt will pass this one around. It's going to be kept in by Sean Howell, but does go off a defender and comes out of the zone. Carrying it in is Kita Komasu. On the half wall, this will be picked up and carried out. Here comes Kurta. Kurta gets around a couple defenders. He's going to come into the zone, but he's going to be last touched by Tucker Howell, and it does come to the neutral zone. Bringing it in is Howell. Fakes me out on camera. Howell behind. Coming in, shot on, goes back around to the half wall. Patrick's going to jump back, and it's going to be picked up by Mayer. Mayer into the zone. Waits, thinks about it, gets muscled off on the half wall. Back behind and around. This will be picked up by Ben Kurta. A little bit of muscle in the corner. Kurta does come out with it. Back up to the point. Back across for Tran. Tran looks for the shot. Just tipped in front by White, but wide of the cage. That one goes up for William Varhola. Back across, Kurta tries to get one across for Tran, but it's going to be picked up, and that's a penalty coming up against Fox Chapel. They're going to call a cross-check here with 12:14 remaining in the first frame. A 1-0 Mount Lebanon leading and heading to the power play. That's going to be Tucker Howell heading off, the freshman. Power play coming up for Mount Lebanon. Mayer will step in with Goring, and it's going to go back to the half wall. Tran will take the puck, throws one down that half wall, finds wrestler. It's going to go on a cage, and Mayer will watch the tip go on Carey, and Carey will hold on to it. We'll have a face-off coming up to the left of the senior netminder. Miles Carey, 4-6, 508 goals against, average .838 save percentage, had an assist on the season. Tran, top of the circle, looking for the half wall, had Kurta down there, but it's going to be picked up. Tran shot below. Rebound comes on, opportunity for Mount Lebanon to get another one. Kurta switches at the point, comes down to the half wall, thinks about it, passes it back to the point. Curtis in the slot, top of the slot, save made. Rebound comes on, a little bit of traffic in front, nobody home. Tran will take it back up to the point. Ben Kurta. Kurta looks for that little pass to the right circle, comes across, tipped in front. Oh, it's going to bounce around, but not go in. Kurta, another shot, tip, save, made. Carey. Rebound comes on, another save by Carey. Bounces to the half wall and up for Kurta. It goes past everybody and out. 1:10 remaining in the power play. 11-12 and 22 remaining in the period. Wrestler will case it back behind his cage. This will be picked up by Nathan Tran. Tran thinks about it. Carries it slowly, passes it up for Kurta. Kurta in front of us will carry it into the zone in front of the benches. That's going to be turned around. Elwood can't hold on to it. Fox Chapel trying to get this one back across. That's going to go down. Kurta. Shot will be tipped up and through everything. It went through. It did not touch anything in the roof. Nice little rainbow there. Back around Kurta on the backhand. Rebound comes back. Look for a tip in front. It's going to be cleared and out. 32 seconds remaining in the power play. They'll do it again. Mount Lebanon on the season, 19.4% on the conversion percentage. The kill for Fox Chapel to 68.3%. Mount Lebanon trying to get one here. Howe will carry it into the zone. Howe with 16 seconds remaining in the power play in the near corner. He'll wait, think about it. Opportunity here for Mount Lebanon to try to get it back out in front. It's going to be got on. White with the shot, which just goes behind the cage after the block. Back out for Eberhardt. Back up to the point. He'll dump this one down behind. That was Conrardi. I apologize. Back down White. And that penalty will expire. We're back to even strength here. Back down it goes. It's going to be Mount Lebanon trying to get a zone, but nice little play there to get it across. Cullen couldn't play it off the skates. It does stay in the zone. Nice little turn play by Lehman to keep it in. Back down, Komatsu behind the cage. 9:54 remaining in the first. Komatsu waits, thinks about it, gets around Leonard. It's going to come back around, and out they come. Cullen into the zone. Cullen around a defender. He's going to get an opportunity here. Cullen comes in, shot. Scores! Tucker Cullen with the fall away. Tip in, and it's going to be a 1-1 game here. 9:40 remaining in the first frame. I can give you everything I got in this game because I don't have to call the next game. I'm excited about that part. We got a special guest in the house for the second game, so I'll give you all I got here. 1-1 is your score. Tucker Cullen with a highlight reel goal on senior night here. Klasnick will dump this one back for Tran. Tran takes that face-off win. He'll pass it across for William Varhola. He'll have to get chased back in with a little bit of pressure there by Vepedic. No, sorry, that is Harrison Seuss. 7s and 1s on those dark jerseys got me. I couldn't find a 12. And that's going to be an icing call. 9:20 remaining in the first. 1-1 is your score. 6-3 are your shots in favor of Mount Lebanon. Tucker Klasnick's going to step in with Harrison Seuss. Face-off will be won by Mount Lebanon forward and carrying it into Sullivan. Sullivan will just backhand this one back on the cage. Carey will dump this into the corner to come around, looking for Klasnick. Klasnick in the near corner. It's a little bit of pressure from Fox Chapel. It's going to come back down. That Pettick will, it only takes a little bit of a hit there from Mount Lebanon, but coming back out of the zone is Jack Radigan. Radigan just leaves one in behind the cage, but Pettick comes in for a little bit of pressure. But Nathan Tran gets it up to the half wall, and he's going to get that clear to the zone. Nice little play there on pressure by Keeler Dungan. Pettick will take it behind the cage. And it comes back out for Church. Church across. It's going to be dumped down for Conrarty. He'll just dump that one into the near corner. They'll battle down low. And out comes Fox Chapel. Go Ring couldn't collect that one. Wrestler's going to catch it on the turnaround. Wrestler takes a shot on the cage. It's saved by Carey. Rebound comes back down. Wrestler looked for the tip in front. Bias was right there. Couldn't finish it up. Comes back across, goes through the crease again. Oh, a little bit of a trickery there by Mount Lebanon. Almost put one in. It's going to be dumped back up, and coming out are the Foxes. That's going to be a short little shot on by Ian Burdick. And that'll be held on by August Zentner. 7:56 remaining in the first frame. One is your score. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening. I am Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Berg Hockey Night here on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10bend.tv. Background. Waffle saved by Zentner, comes back around to the half wall, and it's going to be picked up and carried out by Mayer. He's going to pass it out nicely. It's going to make its way out. Trying to get around everybody was White. White takes a big hit on the last part of it. Nice play there by Cameron Mayer. This is going to come back into the zone. Howell gets an opportunity, and that's going to be a save for Zentner. 7:30 remaining. The halfway point. That's on a little over the halfway point here in the first frame. I can't give you a schedule for the rest of the season because I'm going big game hunting with the open schedule, so let me see what I can get. I will let you guys know week to week what I'll be. All right, back tonight. It's a doubleheader for teams that are looking to try to either sneak into the playoffs or secure some positions in double and AAA. Back down it goes around. Lyndon Track gets muscled in behind by Nathan Tran. That goes on. Save made by Zentner on the roll around, and that will be another face-off coming up. 7:05 remaining. They're having fun on the main channel, I believe, down at Ice Castle. Yes, Ice Castle tonight. Check that out during our breaks. Xavier Bias will step in with Cullen. That'll be picked up and thrown around by Cooper Church. Back up. Elwood looks for the shot. It goes wide as Zentner. Back up. Howell will take it up along the half wall. He'll carry it across Zentner. Howell into the zone. Nice play by Howell. Howell up for the half wall for Church. Church's shot will go in behind the cage. He's just trying to dump it in behind. Finds Howell. It's broken up. Bias just keeps it in the zone. Howell tries to get around. Back up to the point. Conrarty will dump this one down. It's going to go behind. And that's going to be Graham Resler trying to chase it. He bounces back out, and will be taken out and cleared out by Fox Chapel's Lyndon Track. And we're going to have ourselves another face-off. 16:20 remaining in the first frame. Here we go on another icing call. Talk about the importance of this game. The 8th seed right now, Franklin Regional, 17 points. They have 6 games remaining also, same as Mount Lebanon. So it's going to be a chase down. It's going to be tough to get in, but every point matters if you want to try to get back in. Banks shot low, comes back around, and it's going to be Lyman taking it in a half wall. He'll take it down. Lehman. And that's going to be tipped out by Fox Chapel. Opportunity for Goring coming the other way. Goring could not get to it. Oh, he does tip that off of the stick of Sam Eberhardt. And it comes out and all the way back down for another icing call with 5:39 remaining in the first frame. Face-off coming to the right of August Zentner. Be won by Mount Lebanon, doing real well in the dot today so far. Goring will dump this one back, and it's going to be Kurta coming the other way. Ben Kurta, around 1 defender. This is going to come back over. And out it goes. It's going to be Cameron Mayer watching this one get cleared up, and Goring will take the puck. Across, Forbes is going to try to get to it on the half wall. Does he get there first? Yes. Nice little tip pass into the corner. That was for Sean Howe. I'm sorry, for Aiden Elwood. Comes back down. They'll regroup, going behind the cage. He'll pass this one around for Komatsu. Nice play to get around a defender. Up for Forbes. Forbes will take the puck and just dump this one in. Bouncer into the far corner. Track goes in with Varhala. Goes back into the near corner. There was a hit applied, and puck does come out. Tran comes out with the head of steam. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Tran comes across. Tip comes across. Big save there, Carey. White was coming down, and he got the wood on that one. I believe that came off the shaft. Almost a knob save. I don't know if I want to call it that. Back out it goes, Conradi. With that off the shaft of the stick. Conradi comes in, shot in, goes around. Oh, big clear out there by Komatsu. Rebound, Bias comes back in, save. Carey, rebound comes on high, goes back into the near corner. Church on the half wall. Church thinks about it. It's going to be picked up and cleared all the way down. That's another icing call. 3:59 remaining in the first frame. 1-1 is your score. The offenses are starting to go crazy here. But nobody's able to get one past after a little flurry early. Good crowd here this evening on a home side. It'll be one back. Church for the shot off of Bias' skate. It cleared up and picked up by Fox Chapel, carrying it out. Is Lyndon Track. Track will just dump this one in around for Parker Hanley. Hanley gets muscled off and up for Track. Back for Hanley. Shot save made. Held on to Zentner. 3:34 remaining in the first. They'll do it all over again. The team above both Fox Chapel and Mount Lebanon is Upper St. Clair. Each of these teams, it's a shot at Upper St. Clair the rest of the way. That's the next game for Fox Chapel. And Mount Lebanon has them in 4 games. That's 2 of the 3 games that Upper St. Clair has remaining on their schedule. Conradi will carry it up, dump this one up, and it'll go clear. So those points could be very important going forward to get back into the 9th spot. Here comes Cullen. Cullen looks around. Oh, nice little opportunity there by Cullen. A hit here. This will be dumped up, and Bias will pick it up and carry it. Xavier Bias gets around it. Defender looks for Howe. It does go off a defender's stick and cleared up. Picked up Bias, trying to keep it in the zone, but Cullen takes it the other way. Cullen with the opportunity. 1-on-3. Cullen waits, thinks about it. And Mount Lebanon just plays the numbers game while a line change for Fox Chapel occurs. And Patrick takes a hit from biased, but does clear it back in. That'll be picked up by Mount Lebanon as Keller Dungan. Watch this one go in on net, and Zentner will hold on. 2:17 remaining in the first frame. One is your score. We'll have a face-off to the left of Zentner. Zentner, senior for the Blue Devils. We'll dump this one in up here. Patrick, down and around past track behind the cage. Watches this one go out to Komatsu. He'll take the puck. Komatsu will take this one, dump this one on just wide of Zentner. Patrick, as Mount Lebanon clears this puck to the half wall. Patrick thinks about it, throws one all the way to the length. This will be dumped on and tipped around by Track. Rebound comes up. Klasnick back down, up, and Komatsu will take this at the point. He regroups, thinks about it. As Goring there, but it's going to switch him real fast. Coming back down. Found a nice play there by Track. Back to Patrick. He'll just dump this one in. Chasing it down is Track. He'll be muscled in behind the cage. And Klasnick will watch this one get dumped to the half wall. Komatsu will take that one. Little opportunity here for the Foxes, putting together a little bit of a deep cycle. A little interesting ways coming around. Opportunity for Komatsu, couldn't get to it, so it's going to come the other way. Sullivan will just dump this one in. They'll get a full-scale line change. Back out, Goring will take it. He's going to wait for his team to get back on. Howell will take the puck. Howell chases around one defender. Has Lehman dogging him around the dots, so it's going to come back out. And Conradi will have to chase this one back down in his own zone. 50 seconds remaining in the first. This will be dumped out past the lineman, but Cullen can't get to it. Bank watches this one get dumped down, and behind it goes for Fox Chapel. And had to play deep from their own zone. Carrying it out are the Foxes. Looking for the pass was Lyndon Track. He tried to find Parker Hanley. Hanley couldn't control it, but he throws one on anyway. Zentner with the heads-up save. 27.1 seconds remaining here in the first frame. Face-off coming up to the right of the senior netminder from Mount Lebanon. Cullen will step in with Ben Kurta. And it'll be won back by Fox Chapel this time. Track's going to take this one in the corner. Had Conradi all over him. Kurta go for the help. Back up to the point. Shot on by Vepedic. And it's going to go up for 6 seconds remaining in the first. Conradi will carry it out. Has Wrestler. Wrestler going to try to get a late opportunity here. Shot on. Save made. Rebound. And that's not going to go anywhere. That's going to be the end of the first. With your score, Fox Chapel 1, Mount Lebanon 1. We'll be back with your second period momentarily.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Back here with the second period. Mount Lebanon and Fox Chapel tied at 1 in this contest. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening. It is Berg Hockey Live, Berg Hockey Night here on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10band.tv. We'll regroup here. Xavier Bias will step in with Tucker Cullen. And we'll have ourselves a second period underway. It's going to be one forward. Hanley, nice little play to get around. Parker Hanley trying to bring this one in on his own. They're regrouping behind. Occasionally it'll be Lyndon Track. Track thinking about it. Got a little bit of pressure there. Hanley with a little bit of help. Looks like we've got Tran and Resler with the pressure for the Blue Devils. Back down it goes around. Oh, nice little play to get around. Opportunity here. Tran can't get to it. Behind a cage. It'll be picked up by Komatsu. He'll pass this one out for Track. Track thinks about it. Throws one on the backhand. Varhala will have to take it and dump it back into the zone. Watson watches it go behind him. Watson with that. Watson in the net now. I apologize. We do have a goaltending change. Grant Watson in the net for Fox Chapel now. Carey played the first. Watson on the season. 1-2, 318 goals against average, an 899 save percentage for the Foxes. They're playing the goalie shuffle with me here. Carey had the really big save. I was about to bring it up, and I noticed, wait a minute, that's not Carey anymore. But this will be a save by Zentner down to our right. Watson, I believe I was speaking with the coaches in pregame. They were saying that he is one of the few players that actually played all the way back through the single-A rise of this Fox Chapel team. His first season was their last season in single-A. Played 2 seasons in double-A and this season in triple-A. So you're watching the growth of teams growing into sport in real time, as this team was only 4 years ago in single-A. Got it goes, picked up. Fox Chapel watches this one. Watson with the save, and it's going to come back across. Oh, nice little play to get around a defender was Kevin Patrick. Patrick into the half wall. It's going to be Eberhardt muscling him off, going behind. It'll be picked up and thrown in front. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky, sir. That was Forbes throwing one on the cage. And that'll be saved by Zentner on a heads-up play. 15-13 remaining in the second. Face-off will be one back. In the corner, up it goes. And out comes White. White passes it across, looks for Mayer, but White has to wait, watch it, throw this one back in behind the cage. Back out it goes, Kevin Patrick. Up around, looking for the other Track. That is Hayden Track. Couldn't get to the puck, so it's going to be carrying it out. Beth Pettick. Watch this with Tump down and out of play. 14:44 remaining in a second. Shots are 11-7 in favor of Mount Lebanon, but the score is still 1-1. We go back down. Looking out of here. Nothing. Peters Township, Thomas Jefferson on our opposite station. North Catholic Blackhawk 1-1 up at Brady's Run. Oh, that's a shot and a save. Elizabeth Ford trailing McDowell 3-0 at CFS Bank. 2-1 South. That's a goal! It's going to be Tucker Cullen with the goal. My apologies, looking for the outtown scoreboard here for you guys. And Tucker Cullen gives the Fox Chapel Foxes the lead. Nice little play to get it out and just snipe one behind Zentner to make it 2-1. 8th shot for Fox Chapel for Tucker Cullen. That is his 13th goal of the season. And it's 2-1. Fox Chapel just dumped this one in behind the cage. Mitch will apologize and say he will never go to an out-of-town scoreboard early ever again. Unless Fox Chapel scores another one or another one. Then I'll have to do it. Nah, never mind. Go ahead, Mount Lebanon. We'll get it back around. That'll be Church passing it around for Bias. Bias tips one up. It's going to go off the glove of Howell, but it's going to be bounced back down. He'll tip it back across. And Cometsu will take it back into zone. Howell passes this one up, and into the zone it goes. Shot on by Fox Chapel. That was Hanley, and it'll jump in off of Zentner. 2-1 is your score. Tucker Cullen giving the Foxes the lead here in the second frame. The real quick goal, 19 seconds in by Mount Lebanon. Finally out of the system as the Foxes able to get back in control of this one. 2-1 is your score. Track and Bias will step into the zone. The dot, it'll be won by a little battle here. We're going to call this one Fox Chapel. Back around. Goring will get this one in the front. Look for the hit, but both fell down. They'll come back out. Bias up along the half wall, passed out for Sean Howell. And it gets tipped across back in. Track will face this one down behind the cage. Eberhardt thinks about it. That bounces one around for Conrarty. He'll regroup back up for Bias. Bias carries it out, 1-on-2. Gets around the one defender. Waits for it. Goes to center. Throws one in. This one goes behind. Back out looking for Bias. Has it played off his skate. Delays it. Throws one on Watson, who makes the save. Drops it temporarily, but the referee was in opposite side of him. So quick whistle. 13:04 remaining in the second. It's also those dark jerseys going to give it away for the puck sometimes. That is a little bit of an advantage, especially for goaltenders. Dungan steps in with Seuss. Face-off will be won back by Dungan. Looking for Klasnick, but he could not get to it. He bounced down and into the zone. Goes Vepedic. Goes behind his own cage. Throws one out to center. That's going to be picked up and dumped back in by Eberhardt. A regroup. Klasnick behind the cage, and it's going to be picked up and thrown in front. Ooh, nobody home. That's going to be cleared out. Norton will chase this one down. Eberhardt back in behind. That's an icing call. 12:35 remaining in the second frame. 2-1. Fox Chapel leading here. Big game for the AAA battlers here. And looking to try to get back into the playoff picture with a month to play. Klasnick watches this one come out. It's going to be Radigan having to get around. Cardinale couldn't get to it, so it's going to come back out. Vepedic will chase this one down in the near corner. He falls down. Waits, tries to throw one on the backhand. It's kept. And behind Tran will take this one up, where he throws it for Sullivan, and that does come out. Opportunity coming the other way. Klasnick will get around a defender. He's going to have an opportunity on a 2-on-1. He's going to throw one through, trying to throw it off the defender. The net does come off, however. 11:56 remaining in the second. We'll have a face-off coming up. They're going to stay to the left. Stays in the offensive zone. Curtis steps in with Cullen. This one back by Curta. Klasnick at the point will dump this one on the cage. Rebound opportunity here, backhanded, and it is saved. Big hit along the half wall. Curta tries to drop down to get to it, but it's going to be picked up by Fox Chapel. Coming out is Cullen. Cullen, who gave the Foxes a lead here. Conrarty will take it behind the cage, but it's going to be tipped back out. A little bit of help there by Tran. Tran around for Conrarty. Waits, thinks about it, tries to throw one up for a White. It goes past everybody, and no icing was. High stick is the call. High stick on the puck. 11:22 remaining. Face-off coming up to the left of Grant Watson. Watson, another senior for Fox Chapel. Back out, he dumped up, and Kept in by the Foxes, back down. Conradi at the point. We'll dump this one in for Bias. In the corner, throws one in front, looking for somebody. He didn't set that one up fully, so it's going to go all the way the length of the ice. Conradi will get back on a no icing. This comes back up, and that will be just out by Tucker Howell. Touched in on an offside. They'll play that one just outside the zone. In front of the complex sign in the Alpha Ice Complex. It's in front of the home penalty boxes. Goring will win the face-off back. Carrying it in nicely by Patrick. Patrick gets around one defender, comes out. Shot on, just goes high by Gavin Forbes. And it goes up and it bounces off. Oh, he blocker that one off of the top of the cage. And it does come out. Opportunity coming the other way. It's going to be Howe. Howe into the zone, gets around one defender. Oh, drops down. Kept in. Howe thinks about it, throws one through. Goring will take it, bounces one back out. That'll be picked up by Bias. Bias gets around one defender, but no, it's picked off. That's by Forbes. It's going to be dumped back in. Behind it goes for Church. Church up for Bias. Tips one around, but it's going to be turned over back again. And Eberhardt, the benefactor of the wayward pass. Howell will have to chase this one back into his own zone across. And back up for Goring. Goring waits, thinks about it, backhands it through, looking for Track. Track had the opportunity. It bounces around. It's stick back by Zander. Zentner with the save, and it comes back all the way down. Patrick chases it off the stick of Watson. Back up Curta trying to tip it in. Kept in nicely. Opportunity here. White shot off the side of the cage. Rebound behind. That's Curta. Curta back up to the point. Shot on. Tipped up. Oh, just missed it. Opportunity. Another opportunity for White. Comes back up to the point, and Curta watches it go past to Eberhardt. Eberhardt for the opportunity here, back four, and it bounces around. Another bouncing puck. Somebody replaced the puck with a Super Ball out there. That thing has been bouncing around most of this period. Back down it goes. It is vulcanized rubber, and it is warmer in here than it is outside. Curta with the shot across. Back down, Cardinale couldn't get to it. Back up, Curta lets it go out for Eberhardt. Eberhardt's shot goes back around, picked up. Horton will take it on the half wall. Norton watches this one as it goes out of the zone. Back out, Eberhardt. Throws one across. It's going to be picked up by Ben Curta. Curta across everybody into the zone. Curta waits, thinks about it, throws one through. Oh, chance in front. Just missing it at Fox Chapel, trying to go the other way with the head of steam, but nope, kept in. Opportunity here for Curta. Curta throws one through, just wide to Watson. It's going to be tipped back up. And Fox Chapel can't get it out. Mayer will dump this one in behind. White. The Foxes trying to get it out of the zone, possibly to get a change here. They do. Nice little dump down for an icing call, and they do get that line changed with 8:02 remaining here in the second frame. 2-1, Fox Chapel leading over Mount Lebanon. Face-offs one back by Bank. He was shot on low, saved by Watson. Rebound goes into the near corner. Bank around. That's going to be Josh Lehman. Lehman leaves it around for Lyman. Lyman to the far corner. Skates one out. It comes back out. Opportunity. Bank couldn't play it, so it goes back to Lyman. Lyman thinks about the play. Skates around. Dipsy doodles his way through the defenders, but he's able to be picked off at the end. Back out it goes. It'll be picked up by Track. Track into the near corner for Tran. Tran does pick it off, but it's going to be back for Bank. Lyman doing it again. Throws it off the skate of William Varhala. Tran thinks about it. Back down it goes, and it'll be thrown in front. Opportunity here for Fox Chapel. Cullen couldn't play it. He tries to tip it back out. It does come out of play, and a fan almost gets a freebie, but almost gets it the hard way. And this will be a face-off. Outside of the zone. 6:56 remaining in the second frame. They'll bring it back down. Bias will step in with Goring, and it'll be won by Goring back. Opportunity shot. Save made. Rebound. Oh, had Track in front. Comes back out to the point. Howell will watch the puck stay in, and it comes on and goes behind the cage. Track watches it as Conradi will carry it back out of the zone. Conradi around a defender. Across center, across the blue line. Shot on, save made. Rebound comes down. Conradi can't get to it. So it's going to be Goring bouncing this one back around. Conradi once again will just stop this one behind. Komatsu will take it. Thinks about it, gets carry and ahead of steam, gets around Bias. He falls down, and he does get it up the track, but Track could not handle it. This is going to go back down, and that is going to be a tripping minor. Bias will head off with 6:23 remaining in the second frame. We'll have a power play for Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel on the advantage this year, 18%. On the opposite side, the kill for the Blue Devils, 67.6%. Face-off will be won by Mount Lebanon, and out they come. Curto will pass it up for Ressler. Ressler looks for the pass through. He just gets tied up. Ressler will stay back with Hanley, and it'll be picked up by Cullen. Out comes Fox Chapel. Cullen watches this one come across for Track. It'll be tipped back in to Hanley. Hanley thinks about it, throws one in behind around. And this is going to be Goring. Spencer Goring around for Komatsu. Thinks about it, throws one back out to the point. Komatsu down to the half wall, thrown through. Hanley's shot will be blocked. Comes back down into the near corner. They'll battle in deep. Conradi with a little bit of a hit there. Fox Chapel looking for the backhand across on Zantner. Back up to the point, Goring passes it for Komatsu. Komatsu thinks about it, goes back to the far corner, up for Hanley. Hanley, shot, save, made by Zantner. 52 seconds remaining in the power play. They'll regroup back in the zone. It'll be passed with a home run style for Hanley. Thinks about it, has Cullen carrying into the zone. Cullen goes. This comes back up off of Bank, and Bank will just dump this one back to center. Komatsu will chase this back into his own zone. Thinks about it, drops it down for Cullen. In and around, Cullen into the zone, and it'll be Tran watching behind him. 4:41 remaining in regulation, 17 seconds remaining in the power play. Goes back up. Fox Chapel thinking about it, Track down, it'll be picked up. Has Patrick, but it's going to be Track. Oh, losing it was Hanley. Back down to Track, 2 seconds remaining in the advantage, and that will expire. Track shot will be blocked, an opportunity coming the other way for Mount Lebanon. Bias takes the puck. Has Bank, throws one through, it bounces above the cage. Oh, that was a dangerous one falling. But Bank able to regroup behind the cage. It's going to be Josh Lehman battling for it, but it's going to be picked up by Kevin Patrick, and that will be dumped back down on the net. Zentner with the save. Behind Mount Lebanon will watch it as Will Norton thinks about it, throws one out, but Forbes is going to collect it. Forbes with the shot off of Zentner and goes over the top of the netminder. Eberhardt waits, thinks about it, throws it on to Bias. Bias can't get to it, so it's going to be dumped back down on the cage. Zentner will regroup, and that's going to be it. Eberhardt watching that one get cleared out. Klasnick with the pressure, but it's going to be picked up and backhanded back in by the Foxes, looking for a quick line change. Eberhardt Gets around, 3:12 remaining in the second frame. This will be passed around out for Dungan. Dungan into the zone. Up along the half wall, Bias. Oh, half slapper puts one on Watson, and he's up to task. 3:02 remaining here in the second frame. 2-1 Fox Chapel leading Mount Lebanon. Again, we have a follow-up game after this one. You will be able to watch Greater Latrobe and Shaler face off on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10band.tv. Curta watches what goes out. It'll be shot on and cleared wide of the cage, back down into the corner. This will be dumped and up along, and Varhala will have to regroup back down to Curta. With Pettick. Throws one down, and that'll be dumped out by Track. Church chases it back in the zone. A little bit of pressure there, and finishing up the check was Howell. Back into the zone it goes. Fox Chapel will just take this one and dump this one to length. And does that go on? Nope, they're going to say icing call here. 2:22 remaining in the second frame. Curta will step in with Cullen. Curta back, come around and dump down past Ben Curta. Thinks about it and takes a little bit of pressure there from Elwood. Back up to the point. It'll be dumped down from Tran. Back to Curta. Curta gets around a couple defenders, shot on, scores! Ben Curta ties it up. 2:03 remaining in the second. Curta able to get around that defender and then just snap one off the short side of Watson. And we're all tied up at 2. Cullen will step in with Bias. 2:03 remaining in the second frames. Tied up at 2. Mount Lebanon and Fox Chapel. This will be Conrarty passing one out. Pass in, and for Bias. Bias tries to get around a couple defenders, does do so, falls down in the process. Back behind Howell on the backhand, up for Track. Track carrying it out into the zone, looking to try to throw one up for a streaking Hanley. Hanley stopped and allowed the defenders to step down on that one. Sean Howell will try to collect this one in the corner. A little bit of pressure there. Back out, Track shot. Oh, that's going to be blockered down by Zentner. Back up Bias, looking for Wrestler. Regroups, Wrestler will just dump this one and finds Bias. Bias snuck behind the defenders. I didn't even see him. Bias off of the post, just below the crossbar, about where they met. Hanley into the zone, throws one on, it's gonna be saved. Cullen waits, gets around, it's gonna be Eberhardt. 59 seconds remaining here in the second frame. 2-2 is your score, and it looks for the home run pass for Bias. Bias does get to it, stays onside. Bias opportunity here. Shot on, it's gonna be Bonder, his skates behind the net. Back for Eberhardt. Eberhardt at the point, we'll dump this one in behind. Bias tries to get to the puck, it goes back for Cullen. Cullen with 32 seconds remaining. Looks like Bias had him beat, but it just got stuck in his skates. In they come. Opportunity here. Track shot. Scores! Hayden Track. His 4th of the season sneaks underneath Zender, and it's 3-2 Fox Chapel. 18.2 seconds remaining in the second frame. Fox Chapel just never say quit right now. Innocent shot just snuck in through the 5-hole. Zentner working on his equipment right now. They're going to hold it up for a second. Do have an equipment issue with the Tendy. We're good to go. We'll have our face-off coming up. 18.9 seconds remaining. Fox Chapel leading 3-2 on a Hayden track goal. Spencer Goring will dump this one on Zentner. He'll just hold on to it and they'll get a whistle. 13.9 seconds remaining here in the second frame. They'll go into the ice cut here momentarily with 13 seconds remaining. This one comes back out. Pettick will dump this one back down. Conradi will take it. 6 seconds remaining. He's just going to throw this one up. It's going to hit the referee. It's going to be kept in. Fox Chapel trying to take advantage of it, but that's all show right for the second frame. Fox Chapel, 3 in the frame. Sorry, 2 in the frame. 1 for Mount Lebanon. 3-2 is your score heading into the third frame. We're going to have the ice cut here, and we'll be back with your third period momentarily.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
All right, back here at the Alpha Ice Complex. We're going to do a quick out-of-town scoreboard here. 13 games on the docket for the evening. Handful of them have things going on. North Catholic trailing Blackhawk 3-1 at Brady's Run. No score from Penn Trafford and Armstrong. Mount Lebanon, Fox Chapel is this game right now. It is 3-2, but this one's not live on the website. It is 4-2 McDowell over Elizabeth Forward at CFS. 1-0 Peters Township over Thomas Jefferson. In a game that matters to these two teams, South Fayette leading Franklin Regional 3-2 down at Lebo. Greensburg-Salem leading Westmont Hilltop at Kirk Nevin. Let's look at that South Fayette and Franklin Regional game. They are just coming up on the ice cut now. Jackson Ankrum with 26 saves for the Lions. For the Panthers, Payson Neff, 12 saves. Goals from Liam Murphy and Joey Casella. For Franklin Regional, South Fayette's Dylan Mock, Mikhail Lobanov, and Nathaniel Keller. Once again, 3-2 South Fayette and Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional sitting in at 8th spot in AAA. South Fayette in the 7th spot. Got a little bit of space there, but these two teams would be chasing that situation. Big 3 points here, especially for Fox Chapel. If they want to try to dig back in and sneak in, they're going to need every point possible, and they're going to need a little help to do so. But we're back here with your third frame. Once again, 2-1 is your score. Sorry, 3-2 is your score. Fox Chapel leading Mount Lebanon. Of course, following up in this contest, our second part of this doubleheader, Chris Beddick will be on the call for 10-Band TV and Pittsburgh Hockey Digest tonight, slipping over from our friends at the Wildcats Network. I'll be color commentating for him and working the tech. Thanks for saving my voice, Chris. Greater Latrobe and Shaler in a battle of 7 and 6 in the 8 and 6 in AA. Sorry, 7 and 6 in AA. We'll talk about that. A little pieces to talk about in the second game. Just spoke with an old friend of mine, head coach from the Baldwin Highlanders, Chris Sullivan, old buddy of mine. We had a good conversation on that one. But we do have another goalie change, as we had a trio of senior netminders for Fox Chapel. In goal now for the Foxes, it's going to be Charlie Hill. Hill, 0-3 on the season, a .583 goals against average, .866 save percentage. Once again, a trio of senior netminders for the Foxes, all getting a period in the cage on senior night, as it should be. 16:01 remaining in the third frame. It's a rarity to have 3 senior netminders on the roster. It's good to see it be celebrated. Goring will step in with Curta. That'll be one back. Conradi will take the puck. Dump it behind the cage. That'll be picked up by White. William White out. Looking for Mayer. William White gets a goal here, and it's 3-3. His 5th of the season. 3-3 in the third. 15:52 remaining in the contest. Oh, oops. Excuse me. That'll be back. Mayer will pass that one in. That one snuck in there. Wasn't ready for it. Mayer has one down with Curta. Has White down low. White watches the puck get picked by Spencer Goring. He'll pass this one around, and it goes off of the wonky bounce of the Alpha glass and back for Forbes. Forbes will carry this one in. Forbes into the zone. It's around, shot low, look for the tip in front was Goring, but nobody home. It's going to be picked up by White. White with the tying goal here early in the third. Track will take the puck. He's going to carry it around. Crack, head of steam. That jersey flowing in the wind. Back down, it'll be bounced back out for Lynham. Lynham watches this one go up for Curda, back for Eberhardt. Eberhardt back out for Lynham. It'll be dumped back in by Lehman. Behind, Hill will come out and try to play it. It's going to be picked up and dumped up. Hanley. Hanley watches it get tipped around, kept in by Lehman. On the half wall, Lehman will look this in front. It's going to be tipped on by Bank and held on to by Hill. Face off coming up to the left of senior netminder Charlie Hill. 14:47 remaining in the third. 21-15 are the shots. 3-3 is the score. Mount Lebanon with the advantage in shots. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening here at Alpha Ice Complex. And one Bank throws one around looking for Lehman. Lehman battles one down. We picked up. Lynham will throw this one in front. Lehman with a shot. Hill with the save. Point blank. Glovey. Love it a glove. We'll have another face-off coming to the right of the netminder. Face-off's run back down. It'll be picked up and carried out by Track. He'll dump this one in behind. Back around, Lehman will watch this one go out of the zone. Pettick will chase it down. Lehman with the thing, but that's going to be icing. And this will come all the way back down. 14-12 remaining in the third frame. Howe takes the puck, and it's going to come back down. Goring watches this one come down as Bias will take it and passes it out. He finds Wrestler, but it goes off his stick. Van Pettick will go back in behind his own cage. Wrestler with the battle behind, picked up by the Foxes, carrying it out. Tucker Cullen. Cullen with a head of steam, gets it around. Nice back to his skates, back to his stick, and back into the zone. Howell watches that one gets tipped around. Bias can't get to it. It's lost in a thing. Howell will come in, tire one off the glove of Zettner, and it's going to come back out. Picked up by Fox Chapel. Patrick watches it come off a stick, and this one goes for Howell. Howell passes this one past Track. It'll go back into the half wall. Hanley can't get to it. This comes across. The Foxes will carry it out. 4-on-2 possible if they hurry, but there's a line change. Howell carries it, and Howell shot just goes wide of the cage. Down for Cullen. Cullen in the near corner. I'm sorry, the far corner up to the half wall. Back out. Patrick shot. Looks for the tip and Brent. Oh, nice opportunity there by Track. This one will go back behind, and it's going to be picked up, and around it goes. Up for Patrick. Patrick throws one through, and back around and down. Patrick will have to regroup back in his cage. A little bit of pressure for Klasnick. This one comes down and back for Sullivan. Past Sullivan up for Conrardi. Conrardi will carry it out. Head of steam, gets around a defender. Into the zone he goes. Shot on just high and over the head of everybody. Back down to Sullivan. Sullivan throws one through, but it's going to be picked up and carried out by Goring. Goring will dump this one in behind the cage. Back Church. Church takes a hit from Goring, and it goes back around to the near corner. It'll be dumped up and off of a player, and comes back out. Klasnick watches it go past him for Elwood. Elwood fires one into the far corner. Back up at point it goes. That Pettick will dump this one in behind the cage. Around it goes. Conrardi watches the defender battle him in the near corner. They'll regroup. It's going to burn a little bit of time. 12-11 remaining here in the third frame. 3-3 is your score. Back down it goes, and goes behind the cage. Icing is the call. Face-off coming to the right of Zettner, August Zettner. Watch Seuss and Curda step in. It'll be one back by Curda. Eberhardt behind the cage. A little stick check there by Seuss. Back around to the half wall. Mayer watches as the puck gets thrown around. That goes behind the cage, and it goes all the way down. But Pettick watches as Howell will help him out. Howell. Eberhardt looks for the tip in front. Goes back around for Norton. Norton types one up for me. It's going to be picked up by White. White with the tying goal here in the third frame. Watches it as it's picked up by Howell, and he'll carry it out of the zone. A little bit of help there by Radigan. Goes back behind the cage. Howell, another little bit of pressure. Norton will dump this one out. It's going to be picked up by White. White looking for Mayer. It does go off a stick and two, as that was Howell's stick. Mayer gets it behind the cage. Thinks about it, throws it in front. Opportunity here. Shot just wide by White. Comes back around. Tran's going to take it on the half wall. Tran throws one through for tip in front. It's going to be White getting his second of the period, and it's 4-3 Lebo. Tran fired that one off the half wall, and White was just there to redirect it. And Mount Lebanon takes a 4-3 lead here with 11:07 remaining in the third frame. Face-off coming up at center. Hanley watches this wrestler will get to the puck. It's going to be back around. Track will take it. In comes Fox Chapel. Track throws one through. Opportunity there is going to be picked up by the Foxes. Back to the half wall. Hanley looking for the tip in front. Cullen will take it and just bounce that one on net with 10:50 remaining. Face-off coming up to the left of the Lebo net. Well, do they go to the left or the right? They do go right side here. Shot originated from the right side. It will go to the right side. Back up to the point. Bias. Back for Patrick. So we tipped. An opportunity coming either way is Curda. And it's an opportunity coming out. Curda. Or Bias gets around one defender. It does bounce off and back into the near corner. Patrick. Slow plays it around. We'll bounce this one out to center. Colin couldn't play it, so it's just going to be passed back in by Tran. Tran with the setup on the go-ahead goal by White. Behind the cage, it'll go back down, and it'll be dumped up. And out comes Cullen. Cullen throws one on, just goes wide of the cage. Back down Fox Chapel, trying to regroup. That'll be bounced out. Tran. Pass to Hanley. Pettick. Battles off and goes down. Elwood watches it get bounced out of the zone, and back down and up for Track. Track's going to carry it back in. He's going to turn over. An opportunity for Hal coming the other way. Hal has Curda. Curda. Shot just goes off of the skate and goes back into the near corner behind the cage. Curda waits. It's tied up, and it's going to go back out to the point. Conrardi throws one through, finds White. Oh, opportunity here. Church comes across. Opportunity for Curda. Curda on his opposite hand, turns around, does fire one. Goes back into the far corner. Curda resets on the half wall. Thinks about it. Throws one across. He's going to go through the two defenders and back into his own zone. Church regroups. Line change for Fox Chapel. Back down Conrardi. Turns and burns one into the corner. It's going to be Curda having to go back to the same position, back for Church. Church will throw one in, just goes wide of Hill. Back down. White with two in the third here. Back for Curda. Behind the cage. Dumped in by Mayer, and that's out of play. 8:51 remaining in the third. Mount Lebanon leading 4-3 here in the third frame. William White with a pair of goals. Bank will step in with Goring, and we'll have a race-off to the right of Hill. Playing 3 tendies this evening for senior night. Hill with the third period here. Back across, Eberhard. Eberhard's shot will be blocked by Track. Track in the near corner, looking to reset with Lynham. Hill tries to throw one in front. It's going to be picked up by the Foxes and cleared up. Lynham takes a little bit of pressure and back down for Bank. Bank on the backhand, gets pressured off. It's going to be picked up and down past Track. It'll go up, it'll be picked up, and the opposite Track will get to it. It'll go back down. 2 Tracks out there, Linden Track and Hayden Track. Linden wearing 16, 71 is Hayden. This comes back across. Oh, Bank with an opportunity for a rebound comes on. Lehman can't finish it up. Bank down in the near corner up for Eberhardt. Eberhardt shot tipped. Oh, nice little tip on Lehman, but big save by Hill. It's going to come back out. The Foxes are going to try to get up for Hayden Track, but it's going to be tipped up. Forbes unable to get past the second line of defense. Track will pass this one out. Back to Linden Track. Back around for Patrick. Patrick thinks about it, dumps one through, tips one up for Hayden Track. Hayden will chase this one down with Conradi in front of him. Back down into the half wall. It'll be dumped up. Bank, pressure's on. It's going to be kept in by Hanley. Down it goes. 4-3 is your score. 7:36 remaining here in the third frame. Big game here for both of these squads if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, as Cullen will pass this one across. Howell back for Lynham. Lynham will dump this one in behind the cage. Pettick will chase it down. Goes back out. Carrying it out is Fox Chapel. It's dumped in behind the cage. Varela. Varhala will collect it. It's going to go back down. Hanley will watch this one come across. Tran dumps this one up and tipped bat. Not enough, so the Foxes are going to try to get another shot with a Pettick. Coming in the opposite way is Burdick. Burdick into the zone. He's going to bounce one back. Cullen gets around. Cullen, opportunity, throws one through. Save made. Zentner. Rebound comes out. It's going to be picked up and carried out by Sean Howe. He just dumps this one in. Gets past that line, but he does not get past that line. It's going to be an icing call. 6:40 remaining in the third frame. We'll get a face-off all the way down to the right. Oh, they'll give it to the left of the senior Zentner. 26-16 are the shots. 2 goals by William White here in the third frame gave Mount Lebanon the lead. Mount Lebanon with 6 games remaining on the season, including this one, has the better opportunity of the two. A loss by Fox Chapel will all but give that glimmer of hope a rest, depending on what happens down between South Fayette and Franklin Regional. South Fayette was leading Franklin Regional last we checked. That helps everybody's cause. Back for Curta. Curta carries it into the zone. Curta bounces it down. With his 3-2-1 theory, you got 18 points possible the rest of the way for Mount Lebanon. That's why it keeps them involved. Back down Conradi. Unfortunately, Franklin Regional also has 5 more games after tonight. That'll be dumped back in around the corner. Patrick thinks about it. Throws one up along the half wall. Mayer can't get to it. It's going to be bounced out. They're down by 12 points at this point. Back in the zone. It goes high and over everybody. Church is going to chase it down on the backhand. He'll dump it out, but can't get it past that weird bounce. The South Ice Complex has been getting everybody tonight on these boards. That's at least the second or third time a puck has gone off the boards and not done what it thought it was going to do. Conradi. For all you kids out there, we used to call that the Mellon Arena bounce, the Civic Arena bounce behind the nets. You never knew which way the puck was going to go. This one comes back out, picked up by the Fox Chapel Foxes. Carrying it out is Fox Chapel. That was Jack Radigan. It does come out. Ben Curta will collect the puck, carries it in, and dumps this into the near corner, the far corner. Pettick will collect. 4:57 remaining in regulation. Back it goes. This one did start a little bit late because of the senior night festivities. Goring will take the puck. I'm sorry, that is Howell will take the puck. It'll be tipped up, passed off of Track. Into the zone comes Goring. He does try to get around Klasnick. It does come back out. Nice little give and go with Track. Track shot save made. Rebound. Howell has an opportunity shot. Saved and gloved by Zentner. 4:31 remaining. Face-off coming up to the right of the Mount Lebanon net. Zentner up the task, but Fox Chapel starting to get a little bit of momentum here late. All you need is one to tie it up and bring this one to a little bit of extra hockey opportunity. 2 points does not help anybody, however. Regulation or bust for the most part. Back out it goes. Tran into the zone. Tran across for Resler. Resler throws one through. It's going to be shot. Save made, and Hill is going to save it. It's going to be under his pad and does sneak out after the whistle. But that will be a face-off coming up to the left, and they'll line up quick. 4:18 remaining here in the third frame. Mount Lebanon leading 4-3. Tran with the puck will dump this one in behind. Bias throws one through, tries to look for the tip in front. It's going to be picked up and dumped up and tipped out, and it's going to be picked up, and Cullen will carry it out of the zone. Tucker Cullen thinks about it, throws one back to himself in the near corner. They'll come around for Howell. Up to the point, Patrick. Patrick watches this one come around for Chug, and it's going to be Bias with an opportunity the other way. Xavier Bias looking for his second. Bounces around, takes a big hit behind. He shakes off a big hit behind the cage. Bias comes back down, shot on, save, and goes to the far quarter. That's going to be picked up by Sean Howell. He's going to pass it off, an opportunity there with a shot by Graham Resler. Patrick will take the puck and bounces this one out and backhanded across. Marhala will dump this one back in behind the cage. 3:23 remaining here in the third frame. Lyman will dump this one down, and it's going to be picked up and thrown around by the Foxes. Out it goes, and that's going to be Eberhard. Fox Chapel has Upper St. Clair, Peters Township, and Pine Richland remaining on their schedule. 2 road games against USC and Peters Township, and then home here against Pine Richland on the 19th of February. On the opposite side, Mount Lebanon, they come back here to play Central Catholic on the 2nd at 8:40 p.m. Then they have 3 home games against Thomas Jefferson, Pine Richland, and Upper St. Clair before closing out their season at Barrel against Seneca Valley. So a long road still to go for these Blue Devils. Tran watches this one go up for Conradi. Back down it goes. 3:20 remaining, 2:30 remaining here. Tran takes the puck. We'll dump this one in the length of the ice. No, they do call an icing on that, so we'll regroup. Let's see, let's check in on that score. It is still 3-2 South Fayette and over Franklin Regional going into the third period. Face-off coming back down on the icing call. It's the time of the year where we get to have a little bit of fun scoreboard watching. TJ and Peters Township tied at 1 now. That is on one of our other channels of 10-Pan TV today. I can't remember if it's Matt Popchalk or Vandriak tonight. I believe it's Popchalk tonight down in the South Hills for you. They're down at Ice Castle. This one will come back out. It'll be dumped in by Kurta. 2 minutes remaining here in the frame. It'll come back out. Cullen with an opportunity to come into the zone. Cullen, Tucker Cullen, waits, thinks about it, throws one into the corner. Tran muscles him off, coming back behind. It'll be picked up by the Foxes. Was back out, and it'll be dumped back up to the point. Bev Pettick will pass it around for Howell. Thinking about it, Howell gets around one defender. 1:35 remaining in regulation. We have an empty net to our right. 6 on the ice for Lebanon. Opportunity here for the Foxes. Rebound comes on. Goering can't get to it. He falls on top of it, and that is Zentner with the save. 1:25 remaining. There was a wide open opportunity, but a bunch of white jerseys laying down outside the crease. And it holds it out, and that will be a timeout by Fox Chapel. We'll be back momentarily with your remaining of the game.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
All right, we're back here. Let's set the stage. 4-3 is your score. Mount Lebanon leading Fox Chapel. 1:25 remaining in regulation. Net is empty to our right. We have Cullen, Goering, Patrick, Howell, Track, Hanley out for the Foxes. It's Conradi, Bias, Resler, Kurta and Tran for the Blue Devils. And Zentner in net. Bias is going to try to get this one in for an empty netter, but it's going to be Goring having the turn and burn the other way. Gets it up for Hanley. Hanley into the zone. Hanley thinks about it, throws one on. Save made. Rebound on the backhand. Save Zentner. Rebound comes behind. Tran will play this one around. We picked up the Bias. Bias watches it leave the zone. Patrick has to chase it back in. 1 minute remaining here in regulation as Patrick thinks about it and has to get around one defender. Pressure from Bias, leaves it up. Cullen tips this back into a self-opportunity here for Cullen. Cullen shot, save made, rebound goes behind the cage. He's going to set up, opportunity on the half wall. Hanley, or the Howell on the half wall at the 43 seconds remaining in regulation. Back up Cullen. Cullen down, up for Howell, back to Patrick. Patrick's shot will be blocked. Rebound comes up, that's going to be tipped in, out of play. 34 seconds remaining in regulation. We're going to do it again, all over again with the same faces. Shots are 29-21 in favor of Mount Lebanon. Bias will step in with Cullen. One by Cullen across, back down it goes to the point. Around Track. Track thinks about it, throws one to the half wall. Goring shot blocked. Rebound comes down. Cullen will try to backhand this one across. It's going to be Conradi in the half wall. He's going to try to burn it. 19 seconds remaining. 3 black shirts, 4 black shirts down to try to get the puck out. It'll be picked up. Cullen skates it out. Opportunity comes in front. It's going to be tipped in front, back out. It's going to go, and that's 10 seconds remaining. It comes outside the zone. They need to regroup fast. Back up it goes. Goring gets in on shot on Zentner. Rebound comes into the corner. Conradi will just hold it. And ladies and gentlemen, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils will stick this one out with a 4-3 victory at the Alpha Ice Complex. 2 goals by William White in the third period. Sink the Fox Chapel Foxes. We'll be back with your second game of the doubleheader. It's going to be Greater Latrobe and Shaler, and I'm sorry, it won't be me. It'll be my good old buddy Chris Beddick on the call. We'll be back with your second game in a couple minutes.